Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the lousiest, the drowsiest, the crummiest, and the slummiest, the weakest, meekest podcast on planet Earth. If you're ready for the worst of the takes and a stomach that aches, allow me to introduce the Worst Baseball Podcast.
Stepping up to the plate is the Worst Baseball Show. Holy guacamole, do we have one for you today?
We got a lot to talk
We got a lot to talk about. It's been a few weeks since before the World Series. Yeah, there's a lot to cover, and we have one heck of a predictions game for you today. This is not your normal predictions episode, folks. We've got stakes. We've got...
Not actual stakes.
No, not actual stakes, unfortunately. That would be better than the food options we do have today. But we've got some tomfoolery. We'll explain it in just a second, but first of all, Noah, how you doing?
I'm doing incredibly. I'm doing incredibly because the Los Angeles Dodgers have officially slayed their postseason demons. The narratives are dead, and in one fell swoop, the Dodgers have gone from the postseason chokers. They have ascended to the team of the generation.
They've ascended.
They have literally gone from the laughingstock of the league to the class of the league. They've always been the class of the league, but they needed the hardware to back it up. You can't say anything.
You can't.
Walker
really
Buehler
can't.
summed it up. You cannot say shit anymore. They're the top of the sport, and very ironically, I think, as the Dodgers kind of shed that title of the postseason chokers, they handed it off to their opponent, the New York Yankees.
They sure did.
And they've kind of
God.
switched roles. The Dodgers have kind of become now, I think, the Yankees of the early 2000s in a sense, where they're
okay. Let's
they're
down
I'm
a
not
little
gonna.
bit.
You're right. You're right to push back. I'm not gonna say the Yankees won trophy after trophy, back to back to back, stuff like that. But they are the class of the sport. They are what other organizations are trying to emulate officially now.
Absolutely, and they're the source of envy for any other league, for any other fan, any team of it, any fan.
They're
of
the
any
evil
other
villains,
team.
especially if they sign
for
Roki Sasaki, which we can talk about later. But I think now the Yankees are that team, kind of summed up by October disappointments.
Disappointment doesn't even begin.
Yeah,
it doesn't even begin to describe it.
How would you describe it?
If I was a hypothetical Yankees fan,
hypothetically.
For the few of you,
let it out.
For the few of you who are listening to this, I've had this bit going on for a long time, not revealing my fandom. I'm fucking over it. I'm a Yankees fan, born and raised in New York. I hope this doesn't reach the masses at any point, but if it does, I don't fucking care anymore. The top of the fifth inning.
Oh, it will live on forever.
It will never leave my memory. I will never not be scarred by the top of that fifth inning. Listen, I thought the Yankees had a chance. I thought the Yankees had a real chance going into this World Series. And I think any Yankee fan, even any Dodgers fan, would have told you that they agreed with me.
Yeah.
It's not that they lost that I'm so upset about. It's not even why they lost. It's not even how they lost I'm so upset about. It's why they lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they were not a World Series team. They proved they were not a World Series team. Everything anybody was saying about them having a cakewalk to the World Series was 100% correct.
It's so true. Look who they played.
They played Kansas City. They played Cleveland. Two teams that would have been near or below 500 had the White Sox not been in their own division. Mm-hmm. They honestly had a harder time with Cleveland than they should have. No disrespect to Cleveland. No disrespect to Kansas City. They were solid teams, but they weren't World Series teams. They weren't true competitors.
I think 5 of the 6 best teams in the league are in the National League.
Oh, absolutely.
And if the Braves are healthy,
absolutely.
It's 6 out of the top 7.
Oh, no question. This Yankees team, it's not even that they made the errors in the top of the fifth inning. It's not even that they went down 3-0. It's why all of this happened that just drives me fucking insane. It's because this team has been poorly constructed since 2009. This team has not been a legitimate contender in the way that you just mentioned, the early 2000s, late 90s Yankees. This team has never even shown a shadow of being something similar to that team.
They're pretty much on the same plane as the Dodgers. They're right there in pretty much every category except for the fundamentals.
Right, except for the fundamentals. Right, they're there in spending.
Mm-hmm.
They're there in.
But I don't think that's really roster construction. I think that's coaching.
Yeah, right. Well, that's my main point here, is I don't understand why things have not been shaken up at this point. It's asinine to just be doing the same thing year after year and expecting the result to be any different.
They traded for Juan Soto.
They traded for Juan Soto, and that wasn't even enough. I mean, it was enough to get them to the World Series.
Yeah,
they wouldn't have been there without him.
The same thing year after year. They went out and got the Ted Williams of this generation.
Oh, I'm not talking about roster construction now. You brought up fundamentals. It's the coaching. I mean, the general manager, Aaron Boone, coming back again next year is going to drive me insane. I mean, the bullpen management.
I like how they did that night of the fifth inning collapse that night. They're like, yeah, Boone's back. All the reports came out.
Yeah.
Give it some time. Read the room.
The series was over when Freddie Freeman hit his walk-off grand slam.
Yeah.
The winner of that game was so crucial just because of how that whole game was set up. The winner of that game was so crucial to the rest of that series. And I honestly, after that game, had very little hope that the Yankees were going to come through. And I'm attributing a lot of it to Aaron Boone. Sure, you can blame the hitters to whatever extent you want. But Austin Wells is not a superstar player.
No.
Jazz Chisholm is not a superstar player.
I don't know if he's an everyday player. At least his bat.
Exactly. Well, I mean,
not for a World Series contender.
You've got all these guys on the Dodgers who historically have not risen to the occasion, but you know what they're capable of. Mm-hmm. I had no faith that these guys, towards Alex Verdugo, Austin Wells, even Jazz Chisholm, that these guys were capable of doing anything spectacular or monumental or memorable. I had no faith that they were. I was, of course, hoping that they would, but I had no faith that that would actually happen. It was different with the Dodgers because whether I had the faith or not, it didn't matter. They still had it in them to do those things.
Yes.
And
that's top to bottom from the organization.
Yeah.
Did you see that Joel Sherman article about how the Dodgers were they knew the Yankees would do this. They said, put the ball in play. They're going to shit all over themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You saw this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that pretty much sums it up.
It sums it up perfectly. And the problem is they didn't have the fundamentals. They don't have the coaching. They barely had enough talent to be where they were in the first place. If they had a formidable opponent in the DS or CS, I wouldn't have been surprised if they were eliminated before getting the World Series. It was just the way that it all happened, just like getting Yankees fans' hopes up, really making us feel for just a second that it was like 2009 again, that this was a team that could actually do something special. And then when faced with the slightest bit of adversity, they crumbled. And it made me not want to be a fan of this team. It made me not want to support them. It made me so pessimistic. I didn't even fucking watch Game 4. I didn't watch Game 4.
That's crazy.
I didn't watch Game 4. They went down 2-0. I turned it off. They didn't score in the bottom of the first. I turned it off. I didn't turn it on the rest of the game.
That was the only game you didn't watch?
That was the only game I didn't watch. So I watched them lose 4 times.
They were 0-4 when you watched and 1-0 when you didn't watch. Yankees fans, you found the culprit.
Yeah. Well,
we didn't even talk about Game 1. Do you think that was a terrible decision to bring in Cortez by Boone?
Oh, I think it was an awful decision. There's no debate that was a terrible decision. When he did that, well, first of all, okay, I was busy on Friday night. There was an event that I had tickets for, and I did that Friday night, the night of Game 1. There was an event that I had tickets for. They're very expensive tickets to go to an event. It was an open bar event, so I was, having a nice night.
I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you did this.
I turned my phone off before the game started. I told everybody that I was with, do not say anything about the game. There were no TVs at the venue we were at, so that made it a little bit easier. But I said, nobody say anything about the game. Nobody indicate anything to me about the game. And I said, there is no chance I'm going to a bar after the game because it will be spoiled for me if I go to a bar. I managed to get through the entire event not knowing a damn thing about the entire game. Something in me decides, let's go to a bar.
Yeah.
So we go to a bar without even asking him. Good friend of mine. Tim goes into the bar and makes them, the game is over at this point, and makes them change all of the channels on every TV
in the
bar.
That is crazy.
Makes them change the channel to every TV in the bar because he explains the situation. We're at the bar for like 45 minutes an hour. I go the entire night until the next morning. I don't know anything about the game. I turn the game on MLB TV in the morning. Like, I had already hidden the scores from the day before and everything. Like, I was prepared. I watched the entire thing starting at around 10 a.m. on Saturday morning.
That's crazy.
I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything.
What was your reaction when you got to the bottom of the 10th and you saw Nestor Cortez emerging from the bullpen?
When I saw Nestor Cortez emerging from the bullpen, I audibly said, there was nobody else in the room with me. I audibly said, oh no. I said, oh no.
It's hilarious because I'm watching the game and the announcers are kind of hitting at the fact that it's going to be a lefty for Freddie Freeman. It's probably going to be the bases loaded situation once Ohtani flies out. And we see Tim Hill warming up. We see Cortez warming up. And Smoltz and Davis are kind of going back and forth. Who are they going to bring in here? And then as soon as they walked Betts, they kind of show... Or as soon as they got to Ohtani, they showed a look into the dugout.
The bullpen.
And you didn't know who was coming out. And then you just see Nestor Cortez start walking out. And I think that's ridiculous. I mean, that's the exact situation you traded Tim Hill for.
Right. Well, it's the exact...
Acquired Tim Hill
Not only that, but I'm going to talk about Aaron Boone for a second because... Explain to me why it was so screamingly obvious to every single fan watching that game why you should not put Nestor Cortez into that situation.
Yeah.
The only person on earth it wasn't apparent to was Aaron fucking Boone.
Yeah.
And he does it. Oh, I'm so tired of the analytics.
Yeah.
It's the World Series. Go on vibes. Lefty, lefty, righty, lefty, reliever, starter, whatever. I don't give a shit. I do not understand why you would go to a guy who hasn't pitched in a month and a half in that situation. And granted, you got Ohtani out on one pitch, but that was more luck than anything.
It was a great play by Verdugo.
It was a very good play. I cannot explain to you how often I've thought about that the past week and a half.
Yeah. I've thought about it a lot, too.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, it was a Dave Roberts, like a 2019 Dave Roberts
really
decision where he just randomly goes to Clayton Kershaw in the bottom of the eighth in the NLDS Game 5, where it's like it's almost like he's trying to write a Hollywood script as opposed to actually win the baseball game.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. My wrist is so hot, I gotta take my watch off. It's burning hot in this room. There's no AC.
We're very dedicated to you.
Yeah, we're really dedicated. Well,
so if I had texted you after Game 1, because I was very close to doing it, and then I felt bad. I would have spoiled the result?
No, my phone wasn't on. My phone was completely powered off from about 7:45 p.m. on Friday night until like 1 p.m. on Saturday.
That's very impressive that you were
I'm honestly really impressed.
Yeah.
And the fact that it worked. I'm honestly, that's the fact that happened, that I did that and it worked. Unfortunately, is the highlight of my World Series experience this year.
Yeah.
Like, that's the highlight, that I was just able to do that. Nothing to actually have to do with the game or anything. Mm-hmm. Just the fact that I have this story out of it is my highlight from the World Series. And if you told me that was going to be my highlight from the World Series before it happened, I'd never turn my fucking phone off in the first place. So,
well, I have a good Game 1 story, too. I was in Iceland with a 4-hour time difference. So the game started at midnight. I stayed up till 3:45 in the morning watching the game. And when Freddie Freeman hit it was the absolute... Watched sports for 24 years, the absolute peak of my sports fandom.
I bet it was. If it was me, if it was in the inverse, it would have been mine.
It was Kirk Gibson. It was literally Kirk Gibson. This series ends up going exactly like it did in 1988. I want to talk about one play in Game 1 that I don't think anybody's talking about.
Okay.
It's the top of the 10th inning. There's runners on first and third, one out. Anthony Volpe hits a ground ball. It scores a run. Tommy Edman bobbles it. Why the fuck did Anthony Rizzo stop running? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He would have beaten that ball out.
He would have beaten it out.
He would have beaten it out. It was he's trying to be too smart. Anthony Rizzo.
Who is there to blame?
Anthony Rizzo. I don't know. I don't know. I don't specifically know who to put the blame on. It's just another mental error by the Yankees. And that was the thing. It wasn't for sure physical errors ended up really coming back to bite them, that Judge play specifically.
Yeah, the Judge play.
But it was more, you're right.
Play, the Cole play.
But it's more about the mental errors. Cole play. It's more about the mental side of things. It's more the fact that Garrett Cole doesn't cover first base. Obviously, that's the big play everybody's talking about. But it's even the play in the bottom of the 8th in Game 1 where Glaber drops that ball. Sure, it's a physical error on Glaber's part. There has to be somebody.
That's huge.
And you know who's supposed to be backing up there? It's supposed to be Jazz Chisholm, who never played a game of third base until he came to the Yankees.
Yeah.
That's kind of something that I feel like infield defense is so important, and I just don't think the Yankees really prioritized it. And it comes back to bite them because, honestly, those are two very even teams in pretty much everything except for the fundamentals. I mean, the total runs in this series were pretty even. And the Dodgers fucking won the World Series with 3 starting pitchers.
Yeah.
Incredible.
See, that's really why I thought the Yankees were going to do it. I thought that they just had the deeper rotation, and my whole life I've been a believer in the idea that playoff games are won by pitching. Mm-hmm. But no, in this case, playoff games were lost by being idiots and not knowing how to actually rise to the occasion.
And then
that's what lost it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's just I feel like the Dodgers didn't, so not to take anything away. They obviously deserved it 100%. But I feel like they didn't win the World Series as much as the Yankees handed it to them.
I mean, I think the grand slam in Game 1 was
for
massive.
Sure. Yeah, but again, that wouldn't have even been in that situation had Glaber not flubbed that the play from the throw that was coming in. So
yeah. I mean, the Yankees undoubtedly, they made a ton of mistakes.
I feel like you can just chalk up every loss or put every loss in the context of something stupid the Yankees did in that game.
Yeah.
And it's entirely valid.
Yeah. I mean, Game 3, Giancarlo Stanton out at home.
Yeah.
It's probably a dumb send.
Well, no, you know about that? I don't think it's a dumb send. It was the situation. I had no faith. Nobody had any faith that the guys behind him were going to hit. It was the best chance they had to score a run. I agree with that send. But it's only because...
It took a great throw.
Right. It was a terrific throw. But it only happened because there was no faith that the next guy up was going to drive that run in.
Yeah. No, I get that. The offense, I mean, had 0 runs till 2 outs in the 9th that game. They're not really counting on anybody to have a big hit. I quickly want to talk about the flip side of things. We talked a lot about the Yankees. Dave Roberts, postseason masterclass, in my opinion.
I don't know what changed.
Postseason masterclass.
I don't know what changed.
Also,
something I'm confident Aaron Boone will never have the maturity to do.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Dave Roberts matured. Aaron Boone might. The Dodgers got outscored in 6 losses this postseason, 46-20. In wins, they outscored teams 75-25. They only had the absolute worst thing that could have happened for the Dodgers in this postseason was to use their high leverage arms and then lose a game because they didn't have enough pitching depth. That never happened. Even in Game 5, Roberts goes to the high leverage arms where they're trailing. They come back. I mean, it was an incredible postseason given the cards he was dealt. Jack Flaherty wasn't. I mean, he had an incredibly rocky postseason where it's like every start was either incredible or horrible.
Yeah, it was very bipolar.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto couldn't really throw over 85 pitches.
He pitched really well, though.
He pitched really well. Walker Buehler, we had no idea what we were getting. Absolutely rose to the occasion. Yeah. Just an incredible story that he's the one that closes out the World Series. I mean, we talked about Buehler a few episodes ago and basically thought that his numbers, since returning from injury, were as bad as anybody in the league. But he fucking figured it out just in time. Great timing for him personally, too. He'll be a free agent. I felt really horrible for him, that he's coming back from these 2 arm surgeries. And at one point, maybe in line for a $200 million deal.
Yeah.
And now it looks like, at the start of the playoffs, he might not even get more than $10 million annually.
Yeah.
And now he'll be probably in line for a big contract, so good for him.
Yeah, maybe not huge. Not what it once was, but...
I have faith that he's going to get back to that level that he was earlier in his career now. I do.
Okay.
I do. It's tough.
I don't know. I'm still skeptical. Mm-hmm. I think it was probably a lot of adrenaline that helped. That's not always... That's an intangible you can't always account for. But I agree. It was very promising. It was very good to see. Yeah. Even as a Yankees fan, I can appreciate that.
Yeah. And the Dodgers have won the 2024 World Series.
There it is.
And the Yankees shit all over themselves.
A long off-season.
Everybody, they're the laughing stock, too, in the media now. You saw what Joe Kelly said. I mean,
no, it's been terrible. They're going to have to face the brunt
of it for an off-season.
As they deserve to, as they should.
Yeah.
I hope it fucking does something. I hope it lights a fire under their asses.
I'm not as pessimistic as you long-term. I think the Yankees are still a World Series contender.
We'll see.
They're on the short list of teams that could win it. And we'll see what happens in free agency, but
well, honestly, I'll say one thing: they have no chance without Juan Soto. If they don't re-sign Soto, they're done.
They have no chance.
On that topic, Juan Soto is one of the many names in this gurgle pot. It's literally what it's called, a gurgle pot. Yeah, because you pour water in it and then you pour it down. And go, yeah.
Let's clip that.
Yeah. So, in this pot, for the remainder of the episode, we have a game. I don't know what we're calling this game. It has no name. However, it's wild. So, there are 5 different options of things in this pot. There's a free agent name, so for example, Juan Soto. There's a team name, for example, the Yankees. The third slip
is showing.
Yeah, right. The third slip says Trivia Banquet. What does Trivia Banquet mean, you ask? Well, we've each prepared trivia questions for ourselves, for each other, and if we select a Trivia Banquet slip, then the other person asks us a trivia question.
We've each prepared
trivia questions. And if we get the trivia question wrong, we have to take an item from the banquet. We have to take an item from the banquet We have selected some lovely, delicious items for sampling here. So if we get the question wrong, we have to answer.
Or if we get...
Well, we'll get there.
Yeah.
We have to answer. So if we answer a question wrong, we have to sample something from the banquet platter.
Yes.
So we have a habañero hot sauce, product of South Africa. We have an unpeeled lime. We have a peeled shallot. And for those of you who don't know, it's like a tiny onion. Onion. We have a raw potato, leaning heavy into the vegetables. Oh boy. We have, oh god, that's imbalanced. We have some chicken of the sea, wild-caught Alaskan pink salmon.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, which I found out after purchasing it, Noah is allergic to seafood. So, which I did know, but I forgot. So now I'm going to have to be the one to eat that, probably. And then, last but not least, we have these delicious meat dog chews.
I want to see, like, the texture. Oh, my God, it's like a pretzel rod. Oh, my God.
A little oily.
I really hope I don't try that.
So yeah, if we get a trivia question wrong, we have to answer that. Also, we gave no guidelines for the trivia questions. So
they're free range.
They're free range. So whether they're really hard,
difficulty.
hopefully if they're like if we wanted to be mean, we made them really hard. I'm not going to tell you how hard mine are.
We'll see.
And then the fourth option is just banquet. So if you select the banquet slip, unfortunately, you just have to dive right in and take a sample from the platter.
And that's the order in which we'll be eating.
You can choose. You can choose, but no repeating until we've gone through all of them. And then our final one is Venmo. And for the first Venmo slip taken, you have to send the other person $1, and then you redraw. And then when the second Venmo slip is taken, you have to send the person $2. There are, I think, 10 Venmo slips in there. So if we hit all 10, the pot's getting pretty big.
Yeah.
All right, so...
I just realized that I don't think I can Venmo on the show. Unless I want to change the background. We could do it after.
Yeah, I guess so.
We'll have proof of receipt.
We'll have proof of receipt. You could pretend. You could just go like that.
Yeah, all right.
Cut that. Okay.
All right. To start us off, before you start, just a trivia question to get us into it, because I wanted to cover it during the World Series very quickly.
Sure.
Dodgers team FIP in the playoffs. Any guesses?
The playoffs in total?
Yeah.
3.2.
508.
No way! Wow.
Hitting rules over pitching, I think, unequivocally now in the playoffs. All right, let's start. I can draw first.
The game has changed. Okay. You want to draw first? I'll let you draw first. I mean, rock, paper, scissors for it. Okay. Magic Gurgle Pot. What doth you select? You got wider wrists than I did.
Wide claws. Oh. Jack Flaherty.
Jack Flaherty. Okay.
We're just talking about the Dodgers.
We're just talking about him. Okay, so let's hear your free agent prediction for Jack Flaherty.
Jack Flaherty. So
show the camera. Jack Flaherty. There we go.
I think he is going to the Los Angeles Angels.
All right.
He's a California kid. I think he stays in California. We talked about it. I mean, he had an incredibly tumultuous postseason with gem followed by horrible start. I mean, he led the postseason in home runs, surrendered. I think this guy just screams Angels to me. He took the 1-year prove-it deal last year, paid off incredibly. I mean, he didn't even make the Orioles playoff roster last year, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But turned his career around, won a World Series with his hometown team. A very, very great year for Jack Flaherty. I think he's in line for a big payday. I'm thinking somewhere around 3 years, $70 million to the Angels. And I'll give you a bonus prediction. I think it's going to be a horrible contract. I think basically a lot of the times with these players, if I don't think they're very good or they're overvalued, I have them going to a dumb team. So why not start us off with one of the dumbest? The Los Angeles Angels will sign Jack Flaherty.
There we go. All right, my turn to reach in the gurgle pot. You want to shake it up for me?
Do you have a Jack Flaherty prediction in the meantime?
You know what? I honestly feel like the Angels are a really good place. I feel like I can definitely see that. Mm-hmm. I did on mine have another short-term deal with the Dodgers just because I feel like nothing's going to fall through and like obviously things worked out, but that's not my favorite pick. So
yeah. I think the Dodgers, I mean, we'll talk more free agents, but I think they have other pitching priorities.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, Gurgle Pot, what doth you hand me? The Arizona Diamondbacks. Ooh. Okay. You know, that's interesting. So I have to make a free agency prediction for the Diamondbacks now. You know what? I really think I'm going to be boring and say that they don't grab anybody significant. I think after the Jordan Montgomery debacle last season, they're going to be a little bit more hesitant to give.
That's a crazy story, by the way, that their owner just
admitted that was terrible, yeah.
Are players going to want to sign there now?
No, I don't know exactly.
Under the bus?
Yeah, I think that the Diamondbacks are set up very well. I think that the Diamondbacks are absolutely right there for being a playoff team next year. I don't see them making any big moves. I could see them maybe bringing in a couple smaller pieces to fill things out. I'm sure they will. But in terms of like our top 15 free agents, I don't see a pick. So I'm going to play it boring, play it safe on my first round.
Can I give you an exciting, something that would be, I think, a fun story for the D-backs and not a free agent we're going to cover? What if they re-signed Paul Goldschmidt? What if we had another Paul Goldschmidt ends his career in Arizona?
Yeah,
they could use the power, the DH bat, especially because Jock Peterson's a free agent.
Yeah, I don't know how much power he's got left. But
yeah.
It's unfortunate because he just won the MVP.
I know.
Yeah, but honestly,
Father Time is undefeated.
Yeah, a really nice last hurrah for Mr. Goldschmidt. Okay, let's go.
All right, let's do it.
I'm hoping you get Banquet or Venmo. I'll take Venmo.
Give me a free agent here. Trivia Banquet.
Banquet.
You might as well give me that hot sauce now.
You don't know. I could have made easy questions.
Yeah, I hope.
All right, here, show the camera. Trivia Banquet. All right.
Let's see if Matthew's a nice person or a mean person right here.
Okay. All right, I think it's pretty easy.
All right.
Who led the league in sacrifice flies in 2024?
Get the fuck out of here. You led the league in sacrifice flies.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually think I know the answer.
Do you?
Will Smith, Dodgers.
That's incorrect.
Oh, fuck. I think he led the Dodgers in sack flies.
He probably did. It was Vinny Pasquantino with 13.
Get the fuck out of here with that. All right, I'll remember that. Do I want the hot sauce or the shallot? Give me the... What are we... Like, how much would I have to gurgle?
Gurgle. I think like 3... That was an interesting motion.
I could just take a bite out of this thing. All right, I'm going with the shallot.
He's going with the shallot.
Not bad.
No.
I like that. I like onions. I like shallot. I'll leave it. Right. I don't like it that much. But that's not too bad.
All right.
I'd take another bite of that.
Do it.
No. I'll say I gotta save room.
Save room.
I gotta save room.
All right.
That's a horrible question, by the way, and I will remember that. And I just went.
You gotta hold it for me.
Oh.
You gotta shake it up for me. That was ridiculously bad.
Reach into the fish's mouth. It's a fish, right?
Yeah, it's a fish.
What
else would that be?
I know. I thought it could be like a whale.
Oh, Trivia Banquet.
There we go. All right. Well, that's instant karma. That's karma in real time. What's my fucking hardest question?
You think this was my hardest question?
No, I don't. The thing is,
we give each other no guidelines.
I'm trying to like match you right now, and if I were to match you, it's one of my harder questions. And that would be one of your easiest.
I think that was my second easiest question.
God, that was okay. So, all right.
I got like a bug bite on my hand or something.
You know what? I'm still gonna start you off with
I can smell the shallot.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how much I enjoyed that.
I'm not happy how much you enjoyed that.
All right, rank these 6 players from most home runs to least home runs.
Mm-hmm.
Colton Cowser, Tyler O'Neill.
Most to least.
Most to least.
Okay.
Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, Shea Langoliers, Jackson Churio. I'll start again. Colton Cowser, Tyler O'Neill. Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez.
I gotta visualize this.
Write them down.
Yeah, okay. Cowser.
Not
Crowder, autocorrect. Cowser.
The Milkman.
O'Neill.
Freeman, Teoscar.
Yeah.
Do those 2 names give you a little
Freeman
5th inning flashback?
Yeah, I don't
That was intentional.
Thank you.
Jackson Churio, Shea Langoliers.
I don't think I'm going to get this.
Give us a home run prediction, too, next to their name. You don't have to be right. You just have to be right about the order. But
okay, I'm going to say... If I mess this up immediately, then I'm done, right?
Yeah.
Did Teoscar have the most?
He did.
Okay.
How many do you think he had?
I can't think about that right now. I need the order. I'm going to say Teoscar. And then I'm going to say Langoliers.
No.
Fuck. Teoscar and then O'Neill.
I'll give you one chance to get this right. I'm giving you a mulligan right here.
Okay.
How about we each get a mulligan? Do you want to use yours right now? This is probably my most gettable question.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll use the mulligan.
Okay, Teoscar's first. It's not Langoliers. Now you got to get it right.
I'm going to say O'Neill.
Yes.
Okay.
Just give me your whole order, and then I'll tell you if you're right.
Okay, I'm going to say Teoscar, O'Neill, Langoliers, Churio, Kauser, Freeman.
So close. It was Teoscar with 33, O'Neill 31, Langoliers 29, Kauser 24, Freddie Freeman 22. Doesn't count all his World Series home runs, by the way. Okay. Jack said Churio 21.
Okay, I really thought Churio was a little higher. Yeah. I thought he got hot with the homers. Okay, I'm going hot sauce.
Take that hot sauce. Open it up.
I'm glad you took the shallot. I didn't want the shallot.
The shallot really wasn't that bad.
It's over here.
And per your own rules, you're going to need three shots. Three glugs.
3 glugs. Is this like a full screw top, or is it like one of the little... no, that's like a...
How are you with spice,
by the way? It's like barely even sealed. I'm concerned for my safety.
You bought fucking dog treats. You'll be fine.
I'm decent with spice. I thought it was like you know, like a little like dasher bottle.
Yeah.
I thought it was that. So no. I think like one formidable glove.
Do you have a spoon, or what utensil did you take?
We have a fork.
You can use the other end of the fork.
Because you're taking the hot sauce home after this.
Well, I don't care about that. I just meant.
Oh, okay.
Don't pour it over that. Pour it over your. Get a tissue.
This is really well thought out, as you can see. Okay. It's thick.
Let me see.
It's like not coming out.
Give me the top. Shake it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, I hear it. There's some liquid in there. Yeah, I think you should just go straight from the bottle.
All right, fine. I'll go straight from the bottle. Just like
put in the cap.
Oh yeah, good idea.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh,
oh no. Buckle up, buddy. Get that garbage can.
Oh God, it smells.
Oh, that's spicy. That's habanero.
Spicy. That's habanero.
Get the garbage can.
Fuck. What? In case I puke?
In case you puke.
I don't think I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna get my water ready to go. Oh man, now I wish I had taken the shallot. I think so too. I would have taken the lime if I knew this was this spicy. Jesus.
It's habanero. It's not fucking.
I've never bought anything that hot from Trader Joe's. Okay, whatever.
Habanero is universal.
Oh,
get some water. Get away from me. I'm getting out of the frame. Ew.
It's just a pepper chunk.
Drink water.
Oh, I didn't even get like.
Oh, that.
All of it. Oh, that's really spicy. Holy shit. Oh.
From the mind of Matthew.
Oh, why did I create this game?
All right, let's wipe this cap off. I'm not sure that I'm in the clear yet. Drink more water.
I almost want to take a bite of the potato.
You can take a shallot. Shallot's not that bad.
I'm not going to do the shallot. It's not going to help me. Oh, I'm crying. Look at my face.
I told you we should have got a chaser. You want some Coke? Oh. There's like a sip left.
No. That's not going to help you. The bubbles are going to hurt.
All right. There it is.
Oh, man.
You good to move on?
I thought that was going to be the easy one. Oh, fuck.
You took a lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my tongue is burning. I'm good with spice usually, too. I can't touch my eyes or anything either.
Does it have like a scalene score?
A Scoville?
A Scoville? Oh, yeah, no, it's scalene. There's Purell somewhere if you want to.
On my tongue? Oh, no. You meant on my hands. Oh, my God.
No, you said, yeah, I don't want to touch my eyes.
This room is like 84 degrees anyway. Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna blow my nose.
It's a store in a cool, dry place after opening.
Perfect. This is not cool or dry.
Oh, it's right there. It's down there. All right.
Oh, God.
The spice level has been brought up.
Ooh, do we take I think we take a break for an ad read. I need a minute. Oh, my God. Okay, we're gonna break for an ad read. We'll be back.
This episode of the Worst Baseball Show is brought to you by the Daily Walk-Off. Daily Walk-Off is a new daily MLB trivia game to add to your lineup that tests your trivia knowledge of different MLB teams. There are 30 new puzzles every day, one for every MLB team, making it the perfect game for the casual fan that follows just one team or a super fan who wants to solve every puzzle. The game is super simple. There are 4 trivia categories and 12 players, and you put the players in the categories they belong. One user described it as like Immaculate Grid and Wordle had a baby, but 30 times every day. If you like games, if you like baseball, you're going to love this game. We both tried it. It's awesome. Yeah, I think it's a great interface. It's really fun. Good way to test your baseball knowledge. Yeah, and I play the puzzles sometimes just for fun.
Yeah, no, it's fun. And I've been posting about it on my story on the main page. Excuse my ice crunching. Still recovering from a hot sauce. But, no, and people have been messaging me being like, wow, this game is so fun. Like, thanks for posting it. Like, they gave it a try. Now people are hooked. So,
yeah.
Literally costs nothing. Just something to add
Great.
to your daily rotation. Really thankful to Daily Walker for partnering with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is that tissue? Is that the...
I wiped the cat.
Really gross looking.
All right, well, I'll make it. Oh, we'll get it after.
We'll get it after. Actually, it's bothering me, so...
Okay.
All right.
OCD.
Yeah.
Would you use the tissue to pick up the tissue that had your spit on it?
Yeah.
All right, that's crazy. All right, let's go. Next, we're back on track here.
Back on track. Hopefully the rest of these don't take this long. Are you going to ever do the hot sauce now?
Depends how the rest of the game goes.
All right.
I don't fucking want to after that. All right. Oh, my God. Oh, well, one fell out. Venmo. Okay. I owe you a fucking
Yay!
$1.
I get $1. Okay, you draw again from Venmo.
Okay. The Royals. Okay, I do have a Royal signing in here.
All right, go for it.
I do have the Royal signing in here. I do have a Royal signing in here. The Royals were very aggressive last year at the trade deadline. I think that surprised some people. Get some more ice. You know, you need it.
Yeah.
And I don't see a world where they don't continue to be aggressive, especially building off a really successful year, won the wild card round. They need to build around Bobby Witt. I think that they need offense, especially in other infield positions. I have Ha-Seong Kim going to the Royals.
See that.
I have Ha-Seong Kim going to the Royals. I think they need some infield versatility. I don't think he's a guy who had a down year, was injured a lot. Can maybe get him for a lower price than you would have anticipated a year ago. I think maybe him or even Gleyber Torres will be.
Oh, Torres, I could see that being good for too.
Yeah, will be some people that are kind of in the running for Seattle. They re-signed Michael Wacha.
I think they're Seattle.
Sorry, for Kansas City. Yeah, they really have kind of strengthened their rotation, brought everybody back. I think they're really going to start to look at hitters more than arms, and I think Ha-Seong Kim is a good fit in Kansas City. A second baseman, somebody who's versatile, I think, will be kind of the, at the forefront in terms of what they want.
No, I like that too. I think if I hadn't given them other, actually infield pieces, I would have given them kind of Kim.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm not going to spoil them in case we get them. But,
yeah.
All right, I guess it's my turn for the gurgle pot.
I hope you fucking get it.
I don't want another banquet.
Give him a trivia question.
I can fit my hand in here.
I got big wrists. Small wrists. You know what they say about small wrists?
I don't know what they say. Okay, we have the Toronto Blue Jays.
All right. This is an interesting team.
This is a very interesting team. Man, well, they've really been aching for a big move. And I don't know if this is the year that it happens, but after the Shohei saga last year, it's really hard for me to think that they're going to do nothing. I don't know. Of all the free agents on my list, is another team that I didn't specifically give anybody to.
I think, okay.
Yeah.
While you think.
Yeah.
You said this may be a year they have to make a big move. This is a year they have to make a big move, and they will make a big move simply because I think their ownership, their front office, is on their last chance. So I think those are guys who are going to spend a lot of money to try to save their jobs. So I think they will be signing a big free agent.
Question is, who is it?
Yeah, I mean, what do you think they need? I think, is it pitching? Is it hitting?
They need a big bat.
They need a big bat.
They need a big bat and at least a solid arm.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I really do think Toronto is not the worst spot for Juan Soto. I don't think he's going to sign there. But just for the sake of having a talking point, I will say that I think it is a good spot. I mean, they were they're foaming at the mouth for an opportunity to sign a big name.
If they weren't willing to up that price, though, for Ohtani, are they willing to do it for Soto?
The thing is, I think it ultimately came down to Ohtani wanted to play on the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I think Juan Soto wants to play wherever they're going to pay him the most.
Yeah.
And I think if the Blue Jays are willing to pay him the most, then there's a chance that they get him. It's not my prediction, but for the sake of this, I'm gonna. That's like what I'm saying. It's my point.
All right. So. Yeah. I like that.
All right.
I have some Blue Jays thoughts, but they're connected to certain players, so
all right.
I'll leave it for the time being.
All right. Let's see what you get. I'm up $1 in the Venmo.
Ooh.
Who is it?
The San Diego Padres.
Okay.
The San Diego Padres.
Keep it by you. So you can give it to me.
So, Padres, I think, the hot take that everybody seems to be regurgitating right now is that the Padres were the real Dodgers World Series opponent. And that the Padres were on a very short list of teams that could have won the World Series.
Yeah.
Things went differently. Very plausibly could have won the World Series.
I agree.
I'm going to start with a guy who I think is a huge underrated free agent, Tanner Scott.
Okay.
I don't think the Padres are going to re-sign him. I think he's going to go to the Dodgers.
Oh.
And I think once they lose Kim, which I mentioned earlier, they lose him. I think the Dodgers, they want another high leverage arm. I think he's a guy who made Ohtani and Freeman look very vulnerable, so it's just get him off the market. I think the Padres will re-sign Jerkson Profar.
Okay.
I think that's going to be their big signing.
I could definitely see that.
They were super, super aggressive at the trade deadline, and I feel like they think, even if we do lose Kim, who wasn't really a factor this year, or we do lose Tanner Scott, who wasn't a factor the first half of the year, was on a different team, we're still in contention. So I think they re-sign Profar, and then they try to get creative at the margins. They have some prospects who could really help them next year. Let Merrill develop. I think it's honestly a little ironic because of how Fernando Tatis came up, how Jackson Merrill came up, but they kind of need a shortstop now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And those two guys are so good in the outfield.
Especially if they don't bring Kim back.
Especially if they don't bring Kim back. Those two guys are so good in the outfields that I don't think they want to move him back to shortstop. I don't think they'll necessarily be in on Willy Adames, but that maybe in the trade market they'll look to acquire a shortstop of some kind. Yeah. So that's what I'll say for the Padres.
All right. Sounds good to me. Let's see what I get. Oh, I have a bad feeling it's going to be a banquet. It is... Oh, banquet.
Oh,
straight
eat
banquet.
Up. Eat up.
Oh,
Eat
no.
Up. Eat up, friend.
What do I pick? Fuck. Well, I can't go with the shallot because you already picked shallot.
It's lime potato.
It's lime potato, salmon, or dog treat.
I feel like you're going to go dog treat.
No, I'm going to go potato. I feel like dog treat's the worst one. Oh, okay.
I think potato. Sorry. I think potato's a good call. I don't want to... After that, acidity...
Yeah. I need something
I'm trying
to
to avoid acidity.
Okay. All right, here we go. Bite of potato coming up.
Oh my god, it's crying. It's like an apple. I feel like it's probably just plain.
It's just really starchy. I've never eaten raw potato before.
Oh,
it's
that's
really
disgusting.
I mean, it's not pleasant, but it's not terrible.
After the hot sauce, I think you're fine with pretty much everything. All right, potato. Got it down like a champ. Don't give me a fucking banquet.
Please give him a banquet.
Oh, I took two. Should I just take one?
Yeah.
Take this one. Oh, yes, Yankees.
You took this one?
Yeah.
What was this one?
It was banquet.
No.
I did. It was organically. Well, we got to talk about the Yankees.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. You mentioned Juan Soto to Toronto. I don't see it. I really just think it's a two-team race between the New York teams. I don't think the Yankees have a plan B. I think the Mets have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D with all... And because of that, I think he's going back to the Yankees.
All right.
I think Juan Soto... One thing I will say, we keep hearing... I'm fucking sick of this guy, Scott Boras, but we keep hearing about him. He thinks he's funny with his little puns in the offseason.
That potato wasn't bad. Now I'm getting
really,
yeah. It's
I think
good,
it's
really not bad.
Plain in this is good. If it's plain, it's good. I think there is a lot of negotiation tactics in the air. One of which I think is the fact that Juan Soto will truly go to the highest bidder. I don't buy that. I think he would take a little bit of a discount to go back to the Yankees. I think that's just a way to try to get the price up and make the Yankees pay even more.
Yankees offer him $700 million. Mets offer him $750. Where's he going?
I think he'll go $50 million. The thing is, I think if there's a $50 million, if the Mets are offering $750 million, I think he'll go to the Mets. I don't think they're offering that. I think it's going to be more in the $600 range. I wrote down 14 for 600 for the Yankees.
I see. I don't actually think it's signed for 700. I was just using it as an example.
If the Mets are in the $25 to $30 million range, I think the Yankees will be willing to up it a little more to get close. And if it's close, if it's $20 million, I think he'll take that little bit of a discount to go back to the Yankees. So I think they'll run it back for the most part.
Okay.
Give him a banquet.
No, I don't need another banquet. I really don't need another banquet. Please, not a banquet. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Banquet. Eat that lime. Well, actually, I don't know.
Do I want the lime or do I want the salmon? Oh, come on. This is not fair. This is my game. I
We
can
made
be
this
losing
game.
in my game.
Let's see how many we've done.
If I do the lime, that means you need to do the dog treat.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to see that happen. So
I
we're
would.
going with
I
the
was
lime.
considering taking the dog treat right now if I got a banquet.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to do the lime.
I wasn't,
Ryan,
by the way. That was a lie to try to stir things up.
Yeah, I really wanted to see you eat the lime.
I
too.
think this is gonna be worse.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to chew it. I think I'm gonna have to spit the rind out.
Yeah, it's fine.
I can't bite through it. It's very sour already. I'm gonna have this already. I'm really getting shafted in this game. The potato wasn't bad, so I'm hoping the lime is not as bad. If I can actually even bite through it.
It's gonna be a capacity. Do we need to cut it? Do we need to cut it?
We don't have a knife.
We could get it. We could have a fork. Try to cut it with a fork.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of the essence. It's in my nose. Come on, little bitch.
Ew. God, it's like a gusher. Ew. Oh, it's everywhere.
Oh, I kind of like that.
The limes aren't bad.
I can't chew the lime.
Yeah, you can spit that out. Oh my God, you got lime everywhere.
The skin, the essence of the skin was worse than the meat.
Yeah, it's gamey, chewy. Yeah, eat a little bit of the inside. Swallow a little bit of the inside.
I did.
All right, that is. I'm sure viewers loved that. I didn't love viewing that. I'll tell you that much. I was way too close. It was like ASMR.
ASMR lime eating.
Yeah, but the worst. Actually, ASMR like trying to be as disgusting as possible. The polar opposite of what it's supposed to be. All right, let's move on. If I get a banquet, I'm absolute toast. I might consider eating the food I'm allergic to avoid the dog treat.
Really?
No, not actually, but.
No,
come on!
How
How did you even manage to do that? Well, the Nationals are on the ground. Banquet is on the
see
ground.
Jeff Hoffman over here?
Making a fucking mess.
This is so chaotic here.
You gotta go circular. Don't go up and down. Circular.
Okay. Is that all of them? I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Or I can just cover it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Oh my! I keep taking more. I just cover my eyes. The Rockies. Next.
Okay.
Next. They're not gonna do shit.
You want another one?
No. No. It's your turn.
No, you want another one. I think you want another one. You're getting off so easy. You get the
If
Rockies.
I
got
go,
lime.
yeah, that's the fucking name of the game. It's your turn. It's your turn.
Fine. Yeah, hold it for me.
Rockies will not sign anybody.
At least I have $1.
Yeah, that's true.
Ah, the Braves.
Braves. Okay, this is an interesting team.
This is an interesting team. Huh. Another team I don't have anybody specific here for, but you know what? I'm going to change one of mine because I was between two teams for this one free agent.
What do you think about Max Fried?
I think Max Fried could stay, but I actually like my pick for him a lot more than
Okay.
So I am going to say the Braves grab Anthony Santander.
Ooh.
I think this is a really good fit for the Braves. They just traded Jorge Soler, so they obviously wanted to go in a different direction. It would.
Yeah, but Jorge Soler, I think they want to go in a different direction because he kind of handicaps them with the fact that he can't play any defense.
No, I agree, but my point is that forced their hand to have to play Jared Kelenic every day.
Yeah.
And they're not going to want to do that because he's a quad A superstar. I think that adding Santander adds a really big, meaningful bat to the lineup. They have a history of bringing successful Orioles outfielders over and adding them to their outfield and having them be staples in their lineup for several seasons. Yeah. Look at Nick Markakis. Yeah. And I think the bat fits in really nicely. They want to get back to the top. They obviously had a disappointing last season, a lot due to injuries. I feel like there's no team in baseball that can blame injuries as much as the Braves.
I mean, they lost a guy who, if he stayed healthy, might have won the Cy Young, and they lost a guy who stayed healthy, might have won the MVP.
And just came off an MVP. Yeah. So yeah, I think Anthony Santander could go to the Braves, and I really like the fit a lot because then it gives them the flexibility to either trade Kelenic or use him more as like a role player, a bench bat. And Santander had 44 home runs last year. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. I think this is a team that thrives off big hits. It's a team that thrives off guys who like quietly get it done. You know, they have had their share of superstars the past few years, but there have been a lot of really good role players. I mean, look at guys like Travis d'Arnaud, who have been successful on their team for years now. Even like an Adam Duvall, who's been back and forth on and off the team. You know, they all have their moments. They have just like a way about them that I think quiet, like non-household name stars thrive really well in Atlanta, and I think that Anthony Santander would be a good pickup. So
yeah, since we talked about the team already, I'll just tell you I had Anthony Santander to the Blue Jays. Okay. When you had mentioned them, I think that's their big signing. I don't think the Braves have to do anything, and they're right there, the World Series contender, so I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of take it easy.
Fair enough.
All right.
Shake it up. Please take a banquet. Please, oh please take a banquet.
Trivia banquet. Might as well give me the banquet right now.
Okay, do you want...
Don't ask an impossible question. That's bullshit.
Okay, I have numbers 2 through 6 available. You get to choose a number between 2 and 6.
6.
Okay. Really easy one, actually. What % of the time did Kyle Tucker swing at the first pitch in 2024? You have a range of 3% in either direction.
That's fucking impossible. What % of the time did Kyle Tucker swing at the first pitch?
Maybe talking to the microphone?
Well, I'm thinking. What % of the time did Kyle Tucker swing at the first pitch? I mean, I'm fucking screwed here. Like, I don't even know what the range is. 39.
You were close to hitting the range, but you didn't. It was 32.15.
Fuck out of here.
All right.
Jerky.
Pick your delicious treat. I mean, he's eating the dog treat, everybody.
I have no other choice. Oh, I'm going to throw up. I can't get this down.
Just rip off a piece of your teeth and then chew it.
Oh, I took out like a fucking champ.
Tell the people how it was.
Oh, God, that was awful.
What did it taste like?
It tasted like dog food. That's what it fucking tasted like. I still don't even think it's safe for human consumption.
I've eaten dog food before.
Yeah, that does not answer the question I just asked. That was disgusting. It's such a weird texture. It's like it tastes. It looks like a pretzel rod. It tastes like how I think like tree bark. The consistency of like tree bark, where like weirdly it's soggy a little.
We're getting a lot of banquets.
Yeah. All right. Well. It's on my teeth.
Your girlfriend's gonna be so pleased when you go home later.
No, dog treats are not generally safe for human consumption.
Oh, one tiny bite won't kill you.
If I get sick, I'll fucking kill you. Why would I eat this bite that just came out? All right, next. Fuck you and your trivia question, dude. You are not getting an easy one. I hope you get a trivia banquet. I need to spit the... Fucking gross. Fuck you.
I'm sweating. All right. Oh, I got the Dodgers.
Great. All right, what do the Dodgers do?
I mean, I feel like this one is fairly easy. I'm gonna take the cop out answer here and say that they get Roki Sasaki.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I'm sure they do, but I didn't want to give anybody else on this list. You know what? Fine. I think they re-signed Teoscar Hernandez.
I think so
sure.
too.
He fit in really nicely to that lineup. I don't even have Roki Sasaki.
Talk about a guy. Ooh, cat. Talk about a guy whose agent isn't Scott Boras. You can just tell by the fact that he's like, I want to sign with the Dodgers. That his agent is not Scott Boras, but
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, I do think Sasaki, realistically, I put down a different team here just for fun. So if I happen to pull Sasaki, I've got another prediction. But yeah, I think that definitely the re-signed Teoscar Hernandez, he vocalized that he wants to stay there. He's a really good fit, like better fit than I could have imagined, honestly.
Yeah.
For a guy who had bounced around for a few years and not really found his home, it's in LA.
he had an incredible year. I mean, even his defense was better than I thought it was going to be. It wasn't incredible or anything, but
yeah,
he held his own out there in left field.
absolutely. Okay,
All right.
how many more do we do?
2 each.
Yeah, I like that. All right, here you go.
I want to talk about a certain team. Oh my god!
Is it the trivia banquet?
I picked
well,
number
you get your
2.
pick. Okay, I won't. You pick number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to.
I'm not. I know.
You don't have to eat the salmon. You can choose something else.
I'm not going to eat the food I'm allergic to.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, trivia question number 2. It's another really easy one. Only one pitcher had an ERA plus of 140, a K per 9 over 8, and at least 4 balks in 2024. Who was it?
Is it a starter or a reliever?
It's a starter.
I just might as well be picking a needle out of a haystack. 4 balls.
I tried to give you easy ones. I really didn't want you to have to eat the disgusting foods that I didn't want to eat myself.
Can you give me one hint about like the type of pitcher it is?
Yeah, he's a young pitcher.
All right, I'm gonna take a total shot in the dark here, and I'm gonna say. So an ERA plus of 140. I don't really understand that stat.
It's ERA just on a average scale.
But is that a good number?
Anything above 100 is above average. So
I couldn't tell if it was if 60 or 140 was good.
That would be ERA minus.
Cole Reagans.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
The answer is Tobias Myers.
Okay.
All right, take your pick.
Potato.
I think hot sauce is the way you need to go.
No, potato.
Biting the other end, or you might. You gotta take a better bite than that. I took a big bite. Take a little bit more. That's a pussy bite.
I just ate something that wasn't safe for human consumption. I'm like,
what do you think? I really didn't mind the potato. Out of everything so far, I really didn't mind the potato.
I mean, it's briny.
Briny? You think briny?
Like it's salty and kind of weird on the slimy a little.
I like the consistency of it. It was starchy.
Starchy.
You ever bite a nice crisp apple that's kind of starchy? I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that when it's a little foamy, you know?
It doesn't remind me of that. I'll tell you that.
All right. 2 more each. 1 more for you.
2 more each, 1 more for you.
Well, 2 for me, 1 for you.
That means.
Okay. Oh no! Why do we keep drawing these?
All right. Let me find my fucking hardest question. My hardest question is
going
probably
for the shallot.
Better than your easiest question. See, there's one that's really fun. Okay, since you're gonna go shallot, I'll ask the fun question, even though it's not really hard.
All right.
That's probably the easiest. I want you to name 9 pitchers who recorded a save during the 2024 postseason.
During the postseason, okay, interesting.
Maybe look up the list.
All right, Michael Kopech.
Hold on.
All right, he doesn't even have the list ready to go, everybody. I'm just gonna hold the shallot preemptively. Just a little bit of skin left on it.
You said Michael Kopech, and
yeah.
By the way, you used your mulligan.
All right, that's fine. I really wish the mulligan served me well when I did the freaking hot sauce. I was close. Not close.
You said Michael Kopech?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Wow, perfect. Unbelievable. Michael Kopech didn't get a save?
No, not one save.
That's unbelievable.
Try to get it now. You can do this. Think about it.
Luke Weaver.
Yeah. Led the postseason in saves.
Yeah. Edwin Diaz.
Yep.
Christopher Sanchez.
What?
Christopher Sanchez.
Wrong.
Fuck.
All right. This was easy.
Wait, no, I didn't mean it. Who am I saying? I don't even know. I'm foggy. Who the fuck is Christopher Sanchez?
He's a Phillies starter.
No, it's not who I meant. Whatever. I'm done.
You're done. Urseg, Treinen, Clase, Walker Buehler, Tommy Kahnle, David Peterson closes out the wild card round. Devin Williams got a save. That was doable. Shallot's good, by the way. I would take another bite for fun.
Do it.
No, I'm not.
You keep saying you would.
I said would. It's hypothetical. All right. Give me a...
You're just going to make my mouth not...
I want to talk about a team that I wrote some stuff down. Give it to me.
Okay.
We'll see if it get a little lucky.
Is this your last one?
Yeah.
Choke that fish.
Oh, God. Trivia banquet. I mean, I can't eat the fish, so...
How do we keep drawing these?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me your easiest question.
Okay, I'll give you the easiest question.
You've said that. I don't believe you, but...
Okay. So you claim to be a Dodgers fan, right?
Yeah. Yes.
If you're a real Dodgers fan, you would know the answer to this question. Who reached on a catcher's interference call against Tyler Glasnow in the top of the 4th inning on June 22nd?
Was that really your easiest question?
No.
Fuck you.
I mean, they're all equally hard.
On what day?
The top of the 4th inning on June 22nd.
It's definitely the randomest. Is it a super random player?
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me the line. I'm not even guessing. I'm not guessing. I'm not fucking guessing. June 22nd?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's dripping. Oh. Oh, I need a napkin. I can't eat the shallot again?
No, you can't repeat.
Is it let me at least get a guess off here. Are they still in the May? Would I recognize them if I saw them on the street?
Probably not on the street. A very plain looking person. Probably tall.
Stupid.
I mean, you're a Dodgers fan. I tried to give you a Dodgers question.
June 20. You can't tell me who they're playing?
I'll tell you, they're playing an American League West team.
Tall. Tall.
He thinks repeating the word tall is going to help him.
Tall. I don't think he pitched.
Have you used your mulligan yet? I don't think so.
It's not going to fucking help here.
How about this? If you use your mulligan, I'll actually give you my easiest question. But you have to guess first.
Okay, I guess that it was Luke Raley.
That's incorrect. It was Nolan Schanuel.
Okay, and I used my mulligan.
Okay. Here's my actual easiest question.
I don't believe
it's number 3. No, it's actually my easiest one. I promise this time.
We'll see.
The longest active streak for consecutive games with a strikeout by a batter in 2024 is still active at 28 games. Who holds the streak?
That was your easiest question?
Yeah. You just think about strikeouts. Who strikes out a lot?
Aaron Judge.
That's not true.
He does strike out a lot.
I meant to say that's not right. I said
give me a hint.
True.
Give me a hint.
Okay, people have a nickname for this guy, and
Joey Gallo.
Strikeout is literally in his nickname. I'm giving you so many mulligans on this, just because I know it's so hard to bite the line.
Who is it? Tell me.
NL Central.
Strikeout is in his nickname?
Yeah.
Yasmani Grandal.
I'm honestly surprised you knew this. Ellie De La Cruz.
What's his nickname?
Ellie De La Strikeout.
That's not a fucking nickname.
Yes, it is.
It's going to get everywhere. I can't even chew it.
Just get a little bit.
Oh, I got the taste.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, God. Hope you get a trivia. That's horrible. Jesus Christ.
I missed the garbage.
This has gone off the rails.
This has really gone off the rails.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, my. Pick it up.
Get me a different.
I'm not picking that up. That's all you.
This is mine.
Banquet.
Oh, my God. Come on.
Eat the salmon.
Come on.
Let's ask a baseball question.
Ask me a baseball question while I eat this. Let me draw another one. I'll eat something else.
Let's see if I...
That's unbelievable. I can't believe there were not that many banquets in here. There weren't that many banquets. This is like absurd how many we're getting.
It's a fucking mess in here. A mess.
This is terrible.
I'll talk about the Mets. How about that?
No, let me pick another one and then I'll just put those back in.
It's probably going to be banquet.
I swear to God.
Here, get those under your chair.
Oh my God. Oh, they're a bunch. Wow. This is probably one of our most chaotic episodes.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be so... I really didn't think we were going to get this many. I didn't put that many in there. There were 77... The odds of picking a banquet or a trivia banquet, we did the math, it was 23%.
We've gotten like 8?
Yeah, we've gotten so many of them. Okay, the Cincinnati Reds... No, screw that. I have nothing for the Reds. Picking a different one. I'll still eat the salmon, but... I can't even grab it. I keep pouring them out. Alex Bregman. Okay, finally.
That's a good one.
Something interesting. Okay, as I crack open this delicious can of Alaskan pink salmon... unbelievable.
I can't be in here with the smell.
Do you want me to not do it?
Do it. Talk about Alex Bregman, then open it.
Fine, I'm already opening it. Oh, my God. I think Alex Bregman's going to sign with the Tigers.
Really? AJ
I
Hinch?
think, it's so watery. It's so wet looking.
Oh,
it smells awful.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
This honestly might make me throw up. This might
Alex
be
Bregman in the Tigers.
the nail in my coffin.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Alex
That's
Bregman. Alex Bregman and the Tigers. Oh, this looks nasty. Oh, no, this is going to be the worst one.
Alex Bregman to the Tigers.
Alex Bregman to the Tigers. I think Bregman signs to the Tigers. Reunion with AJ Hinch. I think that he's actually going to the bathroom. Go for it. I'll just finish up here. I think a reunion with AJ Hinch would be huge. I can't think straight. I actually can't think straight. Okay, the Tigers have a lineup full of inconsistent young players. Alex Bregman would be a really good fit. Veteran bat. Out of all the teams in the American League last year who made the playoffs, the Tigers had the lowest F4 out of any of them. And I think Bregman would be a really good fit for this young team. Veteran leader type of bat. And with that, I'm going to unfortunately try the salmon. Oh, God, I hate fish. Oh, goodness. This looks disgusting. This looks absolutely feral. Oh, it smells awful. Okay, I've got some on the fork. I'm really sorry if you watched this long. Oh, I can't even, fuck. Okay. I'm probably going to eat some of the shallot with it, if I'm being honest. Okay. Alright, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Thank you for watching The Worst Baseball Show. Follow us on Instagram at Worst Baseball Show, at The Worst MLB. Twitter, at Worst Base. Enjoy your week, please.